So what does it mean that Jesus descended to the dead? Well, if you're familiar with the Apostles' Creed, you're probably thinking, preacher, I remember learning this a little bit different. Because most older English versions actually say that Jesus descended to hell. And so, okay, well, that's an interesting twist of events. Did Jesus go to hell, as many versions of this say? Well, the quick answer is no. Jesus did not go to hell. Primarily because hell did not exist and still does not exist at this time, but we'll get into that. So whenever you get older English versions of the creed, older English translations of the creed, they will say that Jesus descended into hell. But really, what it's in the Greek, it's saying Jesus descended into Hades. However, especially in the King James Version, the older King James Version, the word Hades gets translated as hell, but as we've seen, they're not the same thing. And so that's why we read that Jesus descended to the dead, because that's just where he went. He went to the place where all people go when they die. He did not go to hell. And I cannot stress this enough. The idea that Jesus went to hell, some people actually believe that Jesus went to hell because he needed to go to hell to suffer more for sin. That's not what the Bible teaches. The Bible teaches that Christ suffered for sin on the cross. And before he gave up his spirit, he said, "It is finished. It's done. It's paid." There was nothing else he had to go do to pay some more. It is finished. As we talked about last week, that's actually kind of why, rather than being tossed in a common grave with the poor and criminals, he was allowed to be honored. Because his time of dishonor and curse was over. Sin had been paid for.
Lord, though I feel the darkness come, I will not fear. You've ransomed me with blood.